Hey guys, welcome to tonight's live stream. Yeah, look, we have like a setup going on here. I hope it's not too busy and it's coherent. So yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about intro to cosplay. And this is my own personal intro. I've really only done one cosplay, but I feel like when you do a more involved cosplay like this, a lot goes into it. Is audio whack? Yeah, I hear that too. Why? I just did a systems test. Interesting. Yeah. Oh no. Maybe that's better? I hope. We'll find out. We're gonna hit play now. Hey. Ah, it was just a massive delay. Wow, that's wild. Wow. Oh no. Maybe that's better? I hope. We'll find out. Not better. Wow. Viewer retention. Weep. Huh. That's a new one. Wait on the thumbs up. We can always cut this out later. Yeah? Something's up here. Any better? Any better? Any better? Hey! Okay. Apparently my Rode mics decided they didn't want to work today, so that's a weird one. How does it sound though? Because we're using a boom mic right now, and I don't usually use this for live streams, but YOLO? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright, we're gonna cut all of that out. We're gonna like none of that happens, and this just went flawlessly. So let me get out of studio mode so I can see a little bit better. Hey, that's awesome. And we're gonna turn up the lights just a smidgen, if you will, please. I'm a little dark right now. Yeah? Oh hey, look at that, cool, awesome. So yeah, let me turn this back on. I got my iPad right here so I can like see the comments. And alright, cool. Hi, welcome to tonight's live stream. It's about intro to cosplay. I want to take you guys through the steps that I think at this point you could follow to get a 3D printed Iron Man suit, to really just any 3D printed item. And I want to kind of talk about different size printers. Is bigger always better? Stuff like that. Filaments, we got a lot of filament. I want to talk about failures, other materials you're going to use, trials, tribulations, files. We're going to go over a lot. So let's check up. So some people are saying staticky, others are saying it's fine. That I'm not too sure about how to fix. Maybe I can lower the threshold a little bit. Let's try that. Because it might be like that. So let's try there. I'll lower it. Bad audio, don't know her. Never heard of her. How's that? I lowered the threshold a little bit and changed the gate. So I'll wait for a little bit of feedback before I start rambling on for the next 2 hours. So if you guys have never been to a live stream before, please, no spamming. We are going to do little break segments where I will do little Q&As and actually address the chat. A little pops. I'm getting mixed signals here, guys. It's a bit crackly. I think that might be my camera. That might take a little bit of a unfortunate fixing that I can't really do live. So the static is only when you talk. Yeah, I think it was doing that last time. I'm wondering if my mic wire is just starting to go. The last option is to unplug the mic completely and just use the camera. I don't know how well that's gonna go. I don't really recommend it. Your voice is lower than the actual static. Ooh. So that's information right there. All right, let's try to move it up. And I don't want bad audio, guys. You guys know that. I want you guys to be able to hear. And I can add a filter, gain, invert, limiter, noise gate, noise suppression. Maybe noise suppression? Let's see if that does anything. Does that help at all? Testing, 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 And there's a noise gate too. So I actually don't think any filter is gonna fix it now that I'm thinking about it. It's probably an issue with the mic, but cool. Oh, that is better. That's better? Okay, all right. Weird. All right, sweet, cool. Let's roll with that. We went through 2020, guys. We can get through this. Yeah, I promise this will be an informative one. I have a lot to talk about. You know how much I have to talk about? Hold on. This is how much I have to talk about. I made notes. I never make notes. There's not a lot of notes, but the fact that I took the time to I want to talk about this, this should key you in on the fact that oh, he has some stuff to talk about. So, cool. Do you have a power cord running the mic? No, there's literally no power cord there. Oh, actually, you just clued me in on something. Hold on. Hold that thought. Testing. Able to fix this. How does that sound? I changed one thing. It's weird because only some people are experiencing it. So that's leading me to believe it's potentially the stream itself, which that's just no fun. My ears feel weird. Sorry. I'm sorry. We haven't had issues like this in a while. I guess we would do. Good. See, you'll say good, and you'll say good. I'm wondering if it's just go. Still getting slight static pop when you speak. Cracks are lower. Turn off the noise. So noise suppression's off. The sound is better when you are closer. It sounds the same. Restart the stream. Sounds fine to me. See, that's what's weird about this. Think you sound good. Yeah, noise suppression. So I took noise suppression off. So let's see how this works. Just waiting on some feedback. Just catching up, that's all. It sounds better once you raise the volume. Does sound good. Cool. Maybe a little more? A little bit more? Hey, cool. Perfect. Okay. It's good. It's good. Hello. Hi. You're in the current troubleshooting phases of our audio. Just making sure everything's kosher before we proceed. Might get more feedback, but other than that, it's okay. And waiting on one more ping from the comments. One more wave. These usually come in delays. All right, I think we're gonna have to press on, guys, and then I'll have to troubleshoot it after this and really find out what's going on. If it's my camera, it could be the HDMI cable. It could be, I don't know, it could be a couple things. Sounds a lot better now. I think we're going to have to push on, guys. I'm not sure if it's the boom mic that's working currently or if it's the built-in mic on the camera. So I can see the audio gain, so I can do this to turn it up just a little, and I think we're going to have to go with that. Why do you keep locking me out? You should stay on all the time. I'm not sure if it's the boom mic that's working currently or if it's the I can hear it. Mic on the camera. So I can see the audio gain, so I can do this to turn it up just a Very interesting, guys. I apologize for that, for sure. Damn, that kind of stinks. Wouldn't be a live stream if it wasn't bad audio. Yep. Gotcha. Both New Jersey guys, let's roll. For sure. Damn, that kind of stinks. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. The last thing, if you guys are patient enough that I could try, is hooking my microphone into my computer and running a completely separate audio. However, that could potentially add some type of delay between the camera and the computer because it will automatically be a delay and you have to dial that in, which I can't really do live right now without it'll turn into a whole computer stream and it won't be fun. It won't be fun. Because it will automatically be a delay, and you have to dial that in, which I can't really do live right now without it'll turn into a whole computer stream. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. I'm sorry, guys. Not happy. It's always when I do big setups too. Every time I do like a bigger setup, something goes wrong. It's the curse. It's perfect. All right. If you guys are alright with it, yeah, better than different vocals. You're right. I think we'll be okay. I'd hate it too, but it's fine. Yeah, it's not 2018. You're right. Alright, let's push on. If it starts to get totally, if it starts to get real bad, midstream, around the hour mark, we will try to reset. Maybe I'll try to just adjust some things, but we'll press on until then. Yeah, you'll hear double. I had it playing. The audio's off now, so it's this way I can watch the stream. Can I lock my screen from here? I can. Okay, cool. We'll do that. Let's roll. Autobots, troll out. Cool. Hi guys, let's start the stream 15 minutes late. It's totally cool. Yeah, 15. All right, whatever. We can cut all of that out, right? Awesome, sweet. So, is that a Magneto helmet? Yes, we're gonna talk about that later. Don't you worry. Don't worry, baby birds. I will feed you. Anyway, hi. Welcome to tonight's live stream. So again, I would like to take you guys through what I think would be the steps to getting you started, getting your feet wet in the 3D printing as it pertains to cosplaying or prop making hobby. I am not a professional. I've never claimed to be a professional. I just have a lot of printers and I've made a lot of stuff. So take any advice I give you with a grain of salt. If you don't like it, you can tune out and go watch somebody else. I don't really care. This is the information I'm going to give you though. Please don't troll, don't spam, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. I do have moderators, they have wrenches, they will kick you out and they will ban you. Again, I don't really care. Every 15, 20, whenever I feel like it, I will address the chat and start answering some questions, but I wanted this to be more of a one-way live stream for once, where I'm just going to be talking to you guys for a little bit, and I will take questions. Don't worry about that, I promise. So, let's look at the chat. Haha. I am using OBS, by the way. Yeah, I'm still learning OBS, but anyway, a few ideas troubleshooting the audio. Yeah. So, you saw something. You were like, oh, okay, cool. I want to make this thing. Right? You're like, all right, I want to make a big old 3D printed thingamajigger. You want to make a suit. You want to make just big props in general for whatever reason, whatever floats your boat. And you don't know what printer to get. That's the first step. You can download the programs. You can research the files. You can do all the stuff that you want. But you need a printer. You need something to make the thing you want to make. Right? I'm gonna be so like nervous. I'm gonna perpetually keep checking the chat to make sure like the audio's not messing up. But yeah, I'll try to cope. I just know it's happening and I don't like it. Anyway, you need a printer. Now, I brought two specific printers in here for a reason. I brought the very base Creality Ender 3. Look at this thing. You could almost fit it in your pocket. Like, this thing is tiny. This is the printer I recommend to everybody who just wants to start out. You don't really want to get your feet too wet. You don't want to make a big investment. Do you like 3D printing? Creality Ender 3, you can get these for usually about $180. I've seen them go for $140 on some like stupid Black Friday sales on Creality and Amazon and discounts. I have seen these for as cheap as $140 brand new. That's stupidly amazing. Yes, you're going to need a couple upgrades once you starting to get printing, but this is it. This is it. And the big question that comes with this is a printer this size. Yeah, I do it again. The audio or just yeah, cool, static, but otherwise silver. Cool. The big question that comes with this, if I get a printer this small, right, a Creality Ender 3, this is the bed size. How do you print an Iron Man suit on tiny little bed? This thing is this even bigger than a box of filament? Like, look at that. It's tiny. It's a tiny little build surface. The misconception is you need some big freaking printer to do these big things, and you don't. It's harder to tell on this, but this jaw blade sword, this was printed in about 13 different parts and fused together. Yes, this was printed on a larger printer, but if I wanted to print this on something like an Ender 3, I would just need to cut it up even more. Once you have those 3D files, you can cut and slice them as many times as you want to fit them on any printer. But why would you do that? Now, what I mean by that, you might want to evaluate and look at what are you printing? What is your end goal here? Because there's going to be an offset, time versus money, and that's what you need to evaluate when you're researching your printers. Now, if it is just a budget problem, which sometimes it can be, and I totally get that, you have something like an Ender 3. Yes, you want to get your feet wet, but you know your end goal is an Iron Man suit. Some type of cosplay suit, a Master Chief, a Batman suit, something big. Maybe you should look into something bigger. Now, a lot of people who maybe have some type of, not unlimited budget, but they don't, $200 isn't their budget. I got like $2 or $3 grand to throw around. It happens. You saved up, you're invested in the hobby, you want to look at it. And you see something like this thing. This is the Creality CR10 Max. This thing is gigantic. Let me do some things. Let me move this around. Let me do this. I have another plate for this. I should have brought that in, but I didn't. This is the build plate to the CR10 Max. It's as big as the Ender 3. You can literally print an Ender 3. To give you some context, here you go. And we'll do that. You know what? We'll do this. That's the build plate size between the $200, $180 Creality Ender 3 and the roughly $1,000 US CR10 Max. It's literally 4 times the size. It is gigantic. So why not just get this thing? Why not just get this big old printer that can do like a big portion of an Iron Man suit in less parts? The thing I want to say to you guys first, before you start breaking out and doing your research, looking for the printer, the ideal printer, I just get bigger is better. Just because you can print big doesn't mean you should. What's up, dude? Cool. CR10S Pro is rubbish. That's the one I wanted, so it's not a good printer. It's not rubbish. My Pro V2 is like one of my best printers. So, user error? Question mark? Yeah. So, just because you can print big doesn't mean you should. The back plate on my Iron Man suit here, the entire back piece, I could print that in one shot on my CR10 Max. But the amount of support material I would have to use, and I'm good at positioning and arranging 3D prints, is more than the part itself. Material can add up, so you need to ask yourself, where is this middle ground? maybe not something as small as an Ender. This is too big. This thing is a novelty. It's a good third printer. And what I mean by that is you get your feet wet with something like an Ender, and you're like, I like this hobby. This is really cool. I want to make more. Then you upgrade to something like a Creality CR10S. That was my first printer. If you've been around my channel, you've seen that. My blue one, that is what I started with. And the build plate on that is what I recommend as the ideal size for props and cosplay. 300 by 300 by 400. It's not that much bigger than an Ender, but it's enough to get the job done. And I have no idea where I just put that bed. There it is. Haha. It's not that much bigger. Here, we can try to get the, there it is. Say, not massively bigger, but what that size difference does, it lets you do things like the thighs in 2 pieces. It lets you do the arms, the shoulders. This is like the quintessential size, really. 300 by 300 by 400. And it doesn't need to be a CR10S. It can be, I have an Artillery Sidewinder X1. Solvol makes a printer that's about that size. You can look into some net printers. There are other brands that, this is like the standard build plate size. It's just how kind of things turned out. Can't really explain it, but this size is what I recommend. Yep, cool. Now, you can move up from there. I have 2 other printers that are 2 different sizes. Probably my favorite printer, and now this isn't just like a recommendation, I still recommend a Creality CR10S version. There's the Creality CR10S V2, V3, Pro V2, and those are all the same build plate size. They're all this size, okay? Make sure that doesn't cut out. I have a CR10S V3. There's no good option in Cura. What should I do? Just do the normal CR10S. It'll work. This right here is a printer you guys probably have seen around my channel. This is the Ender 5 Plus. This is a weird printer. This is a printer Creality needs to advertise more because it prints faster. It has an even bigger build plate. It's bigger than the CR10S. See? Right there. You can see the threshold barely. Cool. It's bigger than the CR10S. Not as big as the Max. So the CR10s and the Artilleries, they're 300 by 300. The Ender 5 Plus is 350 by 350 by 400. Now, I keep naming all of these printers, right? I'm saying all these names. What does it all mean, Basil? You don't know. Let me explain something. Last thing. This. You guys can't even see this, really. This is glass. This is a Creality CR10S4, 400 by 400. It's a pretty big printer. Unfortunately, it's slow. The bigger they are, the slower they are. And that's the caveat to this. I can print super fast on my little Ender right here. This thing, it's a tiny little bed. It moves back and forth really quick. Something like my CR10 Max, it's a slug. This bed, it's called a bed slinger. This bed's gigantic. It takes so long to print stuff on it. So you need to weigh your time as well. Do you want to get a smaller printer, print smaller bits, and take more time fusing them together? Or do you want to get something a little bit bigger, print a little bit bigger, and have to fuse less parts together? But the prints are going to take a little longer, and you're going to have to make more of an initial investment. I get that. Again, spending $1,000 on your first printer, I wouldn't recommend it. This thing, it's tricky. It works great out of the box, but you need to understand what it is. It's not true. Bigger doesn't mean better. Learn on the small with the experience of buying. Yes. Any opinions on the Ender 6? So I am not too privy with the Ender 6 and the CR6s yet. They're still kind of new, and I'm still trying to do more research on them. We're going to be talking mostly about the CRs and the older Enders, just so you guys know. We're going to talk about websites too, so don't you worry. So, let me explain something right here. Hold on. Where is it? I grabbed it. I did. It was, no, not you. Having a little bit of a crisis. Oh, here it is. Okay. Stay. So that, we're going to put you there, and it was, where are you? What are you doing? There you go. This will do. This. CR10S, by the time you do all the upgrades, you can buy a CR10 Pro. Yes and no. You can get the CR10Ss now for much cheaper than it used to be. I love your TikToks. Hey, thank you. Are 3D printers easy to use? I think so. but that's just me. Okay, next I want to talk about what is different about these. What's different about we're going to specifically be talking about Creality printers, but this does apply to a multitude of other printers across the board. Does this printer or this printer print better? Can you know what, let me ask that question to you guys. Which printer prints better? The Ender 3 or the CR10 Max? I'll wait. Give me a guess. Which one's the better printer? Prints in better quality. I'll give you like 10 seconds. I'm gonna take a drink actually, my throat hurts. So, answer, pick. You're gonna be wrong. We're Russell Hodge. We're gonna talk about Filament. Don't worry. Marquez Summers. Ooh. Some of you were seeing that it was a trick question. Crazy. Make an Iron Man suit for your dog. I wish. Both. Cool. Some of you gave me the exact answer I wanted you to. Not the right answer. Technically no right answer. These printers do the exact same thing. We are past, the hobby has evolved past some printers being better quality. And I'm still talking about entry-level 3D printing. Yes, you can buy like a $5,000 or $10,000 machine that does amazing stuff still. I'm talking about these entry-level, these are still considered hobby-level 3D printers. There is assembly required, there is tuning and calibrating required, much less than there used to be. The thing that makes the plastic come out, your nozzle, this nozzle right here, where the plastic melts out of, it's basically just a glorified hot glue gun. This nozzle right here and this nozzle right here are exactly the same. They're both 0.4 millimeter nozzles. My Ender 3 did this little Star Boost faceplate beautifully. This came out actually a lot better than I thought it was going to come out because I printed this really fast. This faceplate came out great. This red hood mask came out just as good. They do the same thing. And what I mean by that is this has no special features. This is a heated bed with some motors, some belts, some wires, a control board, and that's about it. There's no bells and whistles to an Ender. There's no bells and whistles to a CR10. The Ender 5, that's in a weird park. This though, this has the bells and whistles. This has the better bed. This has the auto leveler. This has the metal parts. This has the better tube. This has the silent board. This has the touch screen. This has the braces. This just has more. The difference between these printers is obviously size. This can print bigger, but the features on it that it comes with, the features that you're going to pay for, help you extract that quality. I can get the same quality out of this printer because I know what I'm doing. I've learned how to use this printer. And once you learn how to use this printer, you will get nice, smooth prints. That's as simple as it is. The printers with all the features though, the CR10 Pros, the Maxes, the Ender 5 Pluses, the Artillery Sidewinder X1 V4, they just have more features to make it easier for you to extract that quality out of it. That's the difference. It's not a matter of this one can literally print better. That's not how it works anymore. We've evolved beyond that. They do the same thing. So when you're looking at it, you have to look at it. How much time do you want to spend on it? Do you want to just get a printer that works out of box? Not this one. It does work out of box, but just not this one. Or do you want to get a little bit more invested in the hobby, build the printer, learn to calibrate it, learn what your extruder and all these parts are, do some upgrading, and you'll understand it better. That's the difference between these. The bells and whistles are great, and you can add the bells and whistles to this one. The metal parts, the better tubes, the silent boards, and they'll operate exactly the same, and you slowly build up to it. So I really want to make that abundantly clear that one printer doesn't print better than another. You print better than the other printer. You get the printer that you can now learn on better. The Creality CR10S Pro V2, in my opinion, that is Creality's absolute best out-of-box, ready-to-go printer. It looks exactly like this if you've never seen it, just smaller. It is the touchscreen, silent board, there is no upgrades you need to do to that printer out of box. It just works. If you guys have seen, actually, this one. This Magneto helmet was printed on my Pro V2, and my Pro V2 is stock. I had a little line of under extrusion because my spool got tangled. Unrelated, that's my fault. But this is it. No E-step calibrations, nothing crazy going on. The printer just works. And it's Creality's best shot at that, which I love. So I hope that makes sense. You need to look at the features and understand what the features are. What does a BL Touch do? What does the auto level sensor do? What are the differences in the beds? Do you care about a silent board? Is your printer going to be in the next room or is it going to be in the garage? If it's going to be somewhere else, who cares if it's silent? So look at those features and try to evaluate like, I don't really need that. Okay, that's kind of a useless feature. I don't need that. And maybe it can save you some money. Or, I don't know, maybe you just have the money to burn and you just get some big printers. That's totally up to you. So, we are at 8:30. We're at the quarter way, right? Kind of math. I'm gonna browse the chat, answer some questions that kind of pertain to this. Don't ask me to put the suit on. Don't ask dumb questions. But I will address the chat for a few minutes. How about that? How about that, guys? Yep. The Red Hood helmet. I want to print an Iron Man bat suit. Yo, Frank, what's up? It's harder to print with the CR10 Max and an Ender 3 if you are a beginner. You know what? I can actually agree with that. This is a big printer. This is a lot to take in at first. I can't argue with that. Frank, thank you so much for the help. You got me into printing, got an N3 after watching your videos. So you consider the ND3 or the N5 Plus. Will you give up? You will give up if you start off with a Max. You're not wrong. I got the 5 Plus, the 5 Pro, the new 3 Max. The Max is killer. Yeah, the Ender 3 Max. That is the new up and comer. That's the new hot printer right now. I have one on the way to review. It's an Ender 3 but bigger. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cheap too. I think you can get them for like $280 right now on Creality's website. Do you buy most of your files you print, or do you sometimes use free ones? Because I haven't seen you use Thingiverse or any websites. Aiden, then you haven't been around my channel, because that shield is free, that shield is free, that hammer is free, that keyblade is free. This hand is free. The hands on my suit are free. I have a free helmet. I use free files all the time, actually. 3 of my Infinity Stone props are free, and then I got a bunch of free helmets. Yeah, I use Thingiverse files. Other files are paid for. This helmet, Stormbreaker, the Jawblade, Berserk Sword. We're going to talk about files, don't worry. We're going to talk about free versus paid, what websites to look at, that type of stuff. So don't worry. Dude, my printers are heavily modified, custom firmware was fun. You consider the Ender 3 or the Ender 5 Plus for starting out? I consider the Ender 3 for starting out. Kind of. What's your opinion on a BL Touch? I will never, I'm sorry, I don't condone BL Touches on tiny printers like the Ender 3s. Learn to level your bed. You can level this bed on accident. Like, it's a crutch you don't need. A BL Touch on a giant printer like this? Yes. I think when you get to the CR10 size, the 300 by 300, you start getting in the realm of a BL Touch helps. But if you're in the CR10, S4, S5 Max territory, you need a BL Touch. I would not want to manually level this bed. Any tips for making a helmet for a friend as a surprise? Make a helmet, put it in a box, wrap it, give it to them, they'll be surprised. Would you ever make a big project on an Ender 3? No, because I don't need to. Sorry. Do you have to be really good with tools and at painting to get decent looking masks, and how does it? So Andy Cozens, that's later in the stream. We're going in segments here. We're going to talk about the printers. We're going to talk about filaments and files and programs. Then we're going to talk about what you do once you get the prints. Like, what do you do once you have this? You know, once you have the thing printed, what's next? Paints, extras, foam, elastic, electronics. We're going to talk about all of that. You don't need to be good at anything, but you'll learn, if that helps. Any tips for sizing? We're going to talk about scaling too. Don't worry. This is, I got it. I told you guys, I took notes. Like, I took notes. So, be patient. You freaking people. You swear to God. Patience. Thoughts on the new CR10 Smart? Creality might be sending me a CR10 Smart, so stay tuned. It looks cool. Right, Frank? BL Touch is a waste on Ender 3. I'll say it. I don't care. It's a waste. Learn to level your bed. It'll pay dividends in the end. Can you teach us how to level the bed? If you want to learn how to level the bed, go watch my Mingda D2 review or upgrading the Ender 3 video, and I show you how to level a bed in like 60 seconds. It is super easy, I promise. Or how to 3D print video 4. That is like my holy grail of information to give you guys. That video has so much info in it. Go watch it. Thanks for all the videos. No problem. 50 second. Oh yeah, 50-second reductions. Okay, I know who you are. Takes 30 seconds to level an Ender. No BL touch needed. CR10S Pro V2. Corey, that's awesome. It is an awesome printer. What's the difference between the Pro and the Pro V2? The Pro has an inductive leveling sensor. It's kind of trash. Get the Pro V2. It has a BL touch. Or get a used Pro and upgrade it to a BL touch. Save yourself some money. Besides that, they're exactly the same. What's your advice to reduce movement and jerk for the printer so the print doesn't get wacky? Slow the print down a lot. What do you think you'd be able to make a lightsaber that functions? No, because This one's dying. Sorry. No. No. Yeah, I know it's a little bit. Yep, this one. I have a lightsaber, so. Woo! Yeah. With that, I am working on a darksaber though, so that's fun too. Have you used Armorsmith yet? Yes, I have. A friend of mine is buying an Ender 5 as a gift for helping him move. Would you recommend any upgrades for me to start? The Ender 5 likes the same upgrades the Ender 3 looks. So go watch my upgrading Ender 3 video. All metal extruder, Bowden Capricorn tube. You don't need to upgrade the bed. The Ender 5 it's an Ender 3 just rearranged differently. So yes, there are some immediate upgrades you should do to it. They're very cheap though. They're 15 bucks and you'll be good. Is it possible to measure in Cura? Yep, click scale. Have you ever used a Tron XY printer? No, I want to get that giant 500 cubed one though. Printing my largest print to date, Mando Jetpack. Thanks for helping, friend. Hey, no problem. Ender 5 Plus feels weird, almost like cardboard, but it's glass. Yeah, that's the carburidium thing. I don't know how to say it. Will the Ender 3 burn my house down overnight? No. No. Are you ever going to make a Halo suit? No. No. What approximate speed would you recommend on an Ender 3? On an Ender 3, I print anywhere between 60 to 100 millimeters a second. It very much depends on how tall the print is. What do you think is the most important thing to do to get a nice shiny metal finishes? Oh. You mean like this? Sanding. Sanding is key. Sanding is paramount. If you aren't sanding your prints before you prime them, they're going to come out like Dookie. This doesn't happen overnight. We're going to talk about all this stuff. Look, I have 2 Nova helmets. Why? Ooh. Big secrets. Big secrets. We're going to talk about finishing, but I will touch on it real quick because of that question. Prep work is 99% of what gets you a smooth print. No paint is going to hide layer lines. Filler primer, that's primer. That's part of the sanding and prep work stage. You're not going to get a shiny helmet. You're not going to get metal looking shiny, blah, blah, blah. And especially if you're using metallics. If you're using If you're using graphite rubs and metallic paints, they amplify layer lines. If you're like, I can see a couple layer lines in the primer stage, and then you hit it with metallic, it's like a light show. It'll show you every single layer line on that print. So prep work, especially when dealing with metallics, is even more crucial. Oh my God, Smith with the $4.99 US. What's your favorite print speed for the different size beds? I know it depends on the print, but is there a speed you tend to stick to? Yes, there is. That's a little bit more advanced stuff, but I will, for your sake, on my Ender, I will do anywhere between 60 to 100. My CR10s, my bed slingers, 70 to 90. My Max, I really never break 70. It's just too big of a printer. My Ender 5 Plus, though, I will do up to 120, 130 millimeters a second on that thing. It prints so fast. And the Mingda D2, it's my first direct drive printer. I've been kind of pushing that one up to about 100 and 110. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yep. Love the stream. Hey, thanks, Orla. Thank you to all the things immediately when my CR10 stand. Anything, my standard, any things I should do immediately when I... Yes, for your CR10, do the same upgrades you do to an Ender 3. Go watch that video, upgrading Ender 3. It's a really good video, guys. Have you ever thought about doing a custom design Iron Man suit? Everything you want on a suit? Yes. Starter prints. Good question, and we're going to kick back into the stream. I have two very favorite starter prints. If you have something like an Ender, don't fall. Mjolnir. This is such a fun starter print because A, it fits the head, if you're crafty enough, fits on an Ender, and then you can print the handle in two pieces, and then it teaches you how to fuse parts together, how to sand them, how to get a nice finish, how to combine prints, and you got to do a little bit of leather work. Mjolnir is a fun, because it doesn't matter how bad it comes out, like, your first couple props are going to come out bad. This Keyblade sucks. That's my first big prop. It's terrible. I can admit it, this isn't that good either. Your first Mjolnir is probably going to suck if you're learning, right? But it doesn't matter how bad it is. If you go into somebody's house and you see that, you're going to be like, oh, look, Forrest Hammer. Like, everybody knows what this is. So it's a pretty cool starter print. And then it can really, it has a little bit of everything, right? The other starter print that I'm falling in love with, please don't fall. You're going to fall. I know you're going to fall. Stay. Is this. Nova. This is, if you have something bigger than an Ender, this helmet doesn't fit on an Ender, but if you get a bigger printer, like a CR10, this thing, I love this. I love this helmet as a starter print because there's no detail to it. You can learn the sand super, super easy. There's no detail. That's it. You print the helmet, you print the star, and that's it. Like, this helmet's so simple to do, and it pays dividends if you take the time to sand it properly, because then you get a really nice finish. So this is a really fun starter helmet. Iron Man helmets are a little bit more advanced because, you know, you want it to be motorized, you want it to have all the features and stuff. So they're still cool though, but Nova's helmet, I think there's a free one on Thingiverse too. You can even do a Mando helmet if you really wanted to. So, let me browse these, make sure there's anything crazy. Do you ever use resin finish on your prints? No, I do not. I want to look into it. We're going to talk about nozzles too, don't worry. I just pulled the Mjolnir off my printer today. Hey, Zane, you get it. Stay. Who's a who's a good Mjolnir? I got both puppies right there. They're sleeping. I'm dog sitting one dog. Hi, Belzer. Hi. You're a good girl. Yeah. And Maya's just Maya, so that's fine. So, I hope you guys understand the different sizes of printers and what it all means. Next up, features, quality, printers, awesome. Let's talk about files, because that kind of, somebody's asked about starter prints, so we're going to, I don't know if I want to leave you here, we're going to take you, we're going to get rid of you, we're going to move you over here. We'll do you. We'll do you, yeah. Man, I don't have any free helmet files anymore. I suck. Oh, no, I do. Are you Akira? Yeah, you are. Yeah, I do. Cool. Hey, guys. Here we go. Let's do this. You. Now, yeah, we'll do that. Oh, yeah, somebody asked to see what this looks like on earlier, so here we go. I can actually do the whole stream of this thing, because I can see and talk perfectly, but I don't want to. Deal with it. So, files. The question that plagues everybody. Where do you get your files? What files are good? Should you pay money? Blah, 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 blah. I get it. Could you unlock? I thank you. Jesus. Do you ever use resin? Appreciate it. Oh my god, what's the best metallic finish? I already answered that. Does a bigger nozzle lose quality? No, yes. We'll talk about that. I just finished a Stormbreaker. Stormbreakers are really fun to build too. It's an evolved Mjolnir, right? I just want to say thank you, your help. You're really enjoying printing cosplay stuff for my daughter and I. Oh, that's awesome. Graybeard cosplay. Ender 3 V2, if you can afford it. If not, just get a standard Ender 3 and just upgrade it. It's totally fine. Alright, so let's pause the questions because I'm not going to answer them, so stop. Helmets. Look, helmets. Get away. I don't want you. Boo. Helmets. One of these helmets was a free file, one of these helmets was not. Mjolnir was a free file. Oh, I packed Stormbreaker up, didn't I? Man. Well, you get the idea. Do you always need to pay for quality? No. Websites like Thingiverse.com, and even some of the websites that make you pay for files also offer free files. Do3D has a free section. Nico Industries gives out free files. You have other websites like Colts3D, My Mini Factory, Things.com. You can get free files. They exist. And Thingiverse is a pile of free files. Now, yes, they're all open source, people just making things, uploading them. You can find a needle in a haystack or a diamond in a rough, however you want to look at it. This, unfortunately, isn't one of them. This is one of the first Iron Man helmets I ever printed. It's not the best, but it's free. So you gotta weigh, like, all right, how much do I care? It's free, cool, awesome. This isn't the free Mark 85 helmet I recommend. This is the other one. This is the V2 on Thingiverse that I kind of tell people to maybe avoid. It's a little dated. It was before. It was designed before the movie had come out, but it's not bad. But there are tons of good free files on Thingiverse. Like I said, Mjolnir, there's a free Loki Scepter, my Infinity Stone props that a lot of you guys have seen. I actually, you know what? Let's go get those. Oh, let's go get those. I'll show you. Let's do it. I am in the process of editing these videos, by the way, to showing you guys how to make these. This, and the Eye of Agamotto, but Agamotto. People get mad at me when I say it weird. Like, shut up. Both of these files are free. The Ether and the Power Orb. These are free Thingiverse files. Someone designed these, put these on Thingiverse for free, and now you guys can go download them and make them. These are beautiful. These are absolutely beautiful pieces. Now, they can come out like Dookie if your printer's not dialed in right, or if you're printing bad, or they can come out really good and you can finish and make them all fancy and shiny. That's totally up to you. Let's do that. Let's put you back. What I like most about this is when you take the stone out, it turns off. Dink. Right? Isn't that cool? I think it's pretty cool. Actually, I think I showed you. Did I show you guys that in a new video? I don't know. I just work here. So, free files, really good free files exist. Now, why would you pay for files, though? Well, it's a kind of get what you pay for situation. And if somebody's going to put a lot of work into something, say like an Iron Man suit, they're probably going to want some type of money or compensation, which is totally fine and understandable. I'd want money too if I designed an entire Iron Man suit. I didn't. I don't know how. But it'd be kind of cool. It'd be a neat sentiment. Open. The face is too far away. I know that. Come on. I don't know why it keeps timing out. Stop it. Yeah, cool. I don't know why it's not auto-scrolling. Yeah, Do3D does have a lot of, is it unethical to buy a big bundle of STL files on Etsy? As long as they're those modelers' files, no, but don't buy stolen files. That's just, it's a dick move. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. So, you can start off, if you're starting off in the hobby and you just want to practice and learn, there's tons of free files out there. Again, Thingiverse is your best friend. Do3D has a huge assortment of free files. Nico Industries gives out free files too. Things.com has a bunch of free files. And 9 times out of 10, if you're trying to think, or man, I'd say even more than that. I'd say like 99 times out of 100, if there's something you want to print, somebody's probably already designed it before. That I didn't need to learn how to model. When I got into this hobby to make my Iron Man suit, somebody had already designed it. Why am I going to go through the trouble when, oh, cool, let me buy the file. Now, at the time, the suit file was almost $200. It has come down significantly. As Do3D's grown more and released more files, they've been able to cut their prices a lot more, which is great. There's discount codes, promos, sales, all that fun stuff. So, seldom are you going to probably run into a situation where you can't find the file you're looking for. CG Trader is an unknown gold mine of files. I don't know if I want to show you them yet. I just finished a prop and I'm really proud of it. And it's from CG Trader. And I just don't know yet. It's really cool though. And it's like really, they're right there. Like, You can't. I can see them, but you can't. You can see me seeing them, but you can't see them, and I can see them. This Iron Man helmet is not painted. It's painted white, and then the camo is a vinyl wrap. In case you're wondering. Where did you get the Iron Man mask with the removable jaw? That is the CG Trader Akira Yumi Mark 85. You know what? Studio mode? I'll be right back. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I think you guys can hear me. And some of you might already know what this is. I'm trying to be super, super quiet about it. What happens if I hit space? Nothing. So, yeah. I did a thing. I'm so proud of these. We're gonna take a little hiatus, a little pause, just so I can show these. I'm so proud of them. Look at them. Look at them. Yeah. So for nobody who's played God of War, these are the Blades of Chaos. Yep. I just finished these, and these are like my best paint job, and it's mostly graphite rub. But yeah. Look at them. This was a $3 file on CG Trader, by the way. Yeah. $3. $3 for the file. And obviously I printed 2 of them because, well, there's 2 of them. So you can find some gems, even for cheap. There was a $30 file, and then there was the $3 file that had no cuts. I bought the $3 file, and I cut it up. There was a cut here, I cut it at the handle, and then I cut the blade in half. And I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah. I'm very excited to show you the video on this, because this is not what these are not what you think they are. Like, how I painted them, it's really fun. Bruh. Yeah. Somebody asked me how I was gonna, if I was gonna print the chains. I think it was one of my patrons. You know they sell chains, right? Yeah. So I'll key you in. This is all graphite rub, even the gold. Even the gold. Yeah. So we're gonna move them away. Very proud of those. Sorry, I'm bad at keeping secrets. All of you probably know this by now. I really suck at it. The fact that my patrons got to see those early is a miracle in itself. So, yeah. Faces. I know the faces before. Open up. Open up. Cool. Awesome. Bye. Show them. Oh my God, so many comments. Personal favorite prop, dude. Chris. Yeah, mine too. I might like those more than my jaw blade. Yeah. Some are crazy expensive though. I will never make a Leviathan axe. Why will I never make a Leviathan axe? Because I already have a prop that everybody confuses for the Leviathan axe. This is Thor's Yarnborn. This was modeled by Quentin Esp. Everyone thinks that this is the Leviathan ass. It's not, but it kind of looks like it, unless you look at the Leviathan axe and you're like, no, that looks nothing like it. I am an OG God of War fan. I grew up on the first 3 Blades of Chaos all day. All day. Don't at me. What is the final price for those? What do you mean the final price for those? I don't know. They were $3. It's a $3 file. Can you showcase the Red Hood helmet? I'm cosplaying for Halloween. I want to know how to make it as good as possible. I have a build video on the Red Hood. Did you serve in the military? I'm in the military. I'm in the U.S. Air Force. Hey, dude, I made an armor like Adam. Cool. Let's see the last Infinity Stone project. No. So it might be another week before the Soul Stone is revealed because who I am as a person, and also I am giving it a significant upgrade that not even my patrons know about. It was ready to release, but then I was feeling self-conscious about it because I built up so much hype around it, like I'm kind of doing right now. And I decided it needed one more upgrade, and I gave it to it. And I'm waiting on a part. It should be here tomorrow, but it should make it way cooler, and it'll be out soon. I'm sorry. Did you use clear on them? No. No lie, I'd probably buy them off you. I don't care if I could print my own. They're good. If somebody asked me for my best work, and I didn't, not including the suit, those. How about Artemis's blade? Shut up. I want it. Someone model it. Have you ever used waste-soluble PLA sports? No. What's your role in the Air Force? I am a jet engine mechanic. Keeping secrets from us. Will you build Saiyan armor from DBZ? Maybe. I won't say no to that, actually. Hi, Bill. Hi. 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 Come here. Come here. Come here. Little dog. Little Doge. Hi. This is my buddy's dog. I'm dog sitting. Her name's Belle. She's a noodle. Hey, little girl. Hi. Say hi to the stream. Foot. That's her. Okay. Bye. Alright, cool. Awesome. Files. In a nutshell, kind of in summation, there's not much to it. You get what you pay for most of the time. Now, if you get a set of files from a model, you paid money for it. DO3D, Nico, CG Trader, Etsy, and there's something wrong with them, message them, reach out, send an email, send a DM. Like, that was a service, and if there's a problem with it, and they might not know. I have contacted modelers before. I believe it was the guy who made the Dragon Slayer models. I messaged him just some stuff that I thought could be improved on. Like, hey, while actually building this, because he didn't build it, he just made the files. While building it, I noticed some things. Maybe you could adjust it, and he did. He actually took the feedback and adjusted it. Same with my Buster Sword. The guy actually went and adjusted things after it had been built, because no one had messaged him and been like, hey man, this fits together weird, or maybe you could do it this way. You never know, man. You absolutely never know. So give it a try. Message people. I make friends with 3D modelers who can, you can commission and get stuff made for you. That's a lot of fun. Having a file made specifically for you, so cool. It's a really cool feeling, especially when you print it. My Tesseract containment unit, that was made pretty much for me. The modeler had always wanted to do it. He had kind of started on it, but when I messaged him about it, he's like, yeah, let's do this. But you can buy it now. You can buy the files, so it's fine. How do you make the lightsaber? I like how it looks and I love the iron in it. I bought the lightsaber. You gotta go watch my lightsaber video. I didn't make it, I bought it. Yeah, cool. So, there are cool free files. There are, you do, again, get what you pay for in regards to that. This is the Akira Yuming Mark 85 helmet. It is awesome. I love it. This is the V4. He's gone through some iterations since then. So we're going to put you back there. We're going to move you. It's all right. We're good. It's good. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here, folks. Yes. There. And oh no, I packed you up. Dang. Yeah, we'll take you. And then do this, do that. We're going to bring you up. Hi, Belle. I'm sorry. I know. I gotta do that. No, hello, girl. I know. I have the thing to do. They're watching. They're watching. You're ruining my live stream. No, you're not. You can never. So, I just found your channel and you are dope. Hey, you're dope. Dude, you're awesome. Your tips from Instagram, Patreon help me out so much. No problem. Cool. So, guys, let's talk about the other elephant in the room. We've talked about printers, kind of where to get them, what to look for. Oh, sorry, not where to get them. If you guys, I should have said that earlier. If you guys are looking to get printers, what websites do you go to? Belle, stop playing with Maya. She doesn't want anything to do with you. Dog Iron Man. Guys, my stepdad just asked my mom to marry. Oh, that's cute. Stop, Belzer. Stop. I know. I do. I love you. You're adorable. Will's not getting you back. I'm not giving you back. So, actually, let me just take your collar off. I think that's what's doing it the most. Sweet. I need to stop watching your videos. You're costing me way too much money. In what website do you find all your templates? All right, let's go over websites real quick. If you're looking for printers, right, where do you go? Well, Creality's website is our great haven for discounts and everything. That's Creality3dofficial.com. There is another website that some of you guys might frequent or know about. It's like Creality3d.shop. Whatever it is, it ends with .shop. That is not an official Creality website. However, it is not the scam everybody thinks it to be. That website is a reseller, and what they do is you can order anything at any time from that website, and if they have it in stock, they will send it to you. If they don't, you might wait months to get it. They're a legitimate website, they kind of suck. So, Creality3D Official is Creality's actual website, so go look there. Other websites, Amazon. Amazon's a great place to find printers. Sometimes you'll find them even cheaper, sometimes you'll find them a little bit more expensive. One thing I recommend to people though, if you're looking to get your first printer and you don't want to be hassled with returns, and Creality's customer service sometimes isn't the best. If you're in the community, you know this. However, Amazon's customer service is excellente. So if you buy, if you pay a little bit more money, say you have an Ender 3 on Creality's website for $180, but it's $200 on Amazon, I'd probably get it off of Amazon. This way, if something's wrong with it, it's much easier to just return it. Send it back. Cool, done. Rinse and repeat. That's just my 2 cents. There's other websites like reprapworld.co.uk. I think there's an American website too. They have printers ridiculously cheap sometimes. eBay, it's eBay. Sometimes. I know people order off of Banggood and AliExpress. They get printers. I've seen people get some pretty good printers off of Banggood before. Do your research. If something feels wrong or kind of like a scam, maybe post it in a group, post it on the Discord, ask, because somebody's probably ordered from that website as well. So definitely look into that. th3d.com I think sells printers. ZYL Tech I think sells printers. Yeah, there's a lot of different places to get it. Research. Do your research, really. I mean, you don't need to settle on just one place to get printers. Files. Well, we went over Files. do3d.com, cgtrader.com, Etsy. Etsy sells STL files. You can just search STL or 3D file, 3D model. Thingiverse, Colts 3D, Fangs.com, My Mini Factory is a little bit of a hidden gem that people are starting to forget about. Tons of places to get STL files. Yeah. Look at my Facebook Marketplace. Hey, yeah, Facebook Marketplace. I try to get deals on Facebook Marketplace. I try to keep an eye out. I'm buying my next printer. Is there any filament you recommend? We're going to talk about filament in just a second after we talk about scaling. Do you use it to interface to your printer? I don't have a PC or laptop. Yeah, you need a PC or laptop. Sorry. So we're going to talk about scaling next, and then we're going to talk about filament. I should probably flip those, but I'm already set up to talk about scaling, so that's what we're going to talk about right now. This is a new Star Boost helmet. I wanted to print a new one. Look how smooth that came out, by the way. Look at that. That was on my CR10S. fancy. This is Arione PLA Pro Plus. Yeah. I wanted to make my Star Boost helmet smaller, as small as possible, to help with the proportions of the suit. The helmet on it right now is a little big, and I know that. This is 85% scale. It doesn't fit. Yeah, I printed it too small. These things are going to happen. Scaling sucks. Scaling is the bane of your existence. It's the bane of my existence. It's not fun. This one doesn't fit. I finished printing it anyway because I'm probably just going to sell it. I don't know, just to get my. Ooh, good catch. Jeez. Yeah. Came out cool. Oh, it looks like War Machine. Anyway, yeah. That didn't scale right. Oh, look, a Magneto helmet. This one's a little big. Am I okay with it? Yeah, I could put some padding in it. Maybe I'll sell this one too. It's pretty big. Again, these things happen. Scaling helmets in particular. Hi, Belle. Hi, I know. I know you love me. I know you. I can. Yeah, so scaling can totally throw you for a loop. You're going to waste some filament. You can't go into this hobby expecting it to go perfect. And if anything, and I mean anything, is going to take you for a ride, aside from just failed prints. Look at this. Look at this guy. I was printing another Red Hood helmet, and look, it just it failed. It stopped. I am going to turn this into a different type of Red Hood mask, though. Where it looks like that. And my hair kind of sticks out. I think this, I can save this. We can work with this. You're gonna have failures. Where is it? And I'm back. In my effort to print another Red Hood helmet after that one failed, this one had a massive layer shift. It broke. Just. I can't fix this. It's through the eyes. It's really bad. That looks like a Mortal Kombat mask. That's kind of funny. And this kind of looks like a Daredevil helmet, right? Oh my God, that really looks like a Daredevil helmet. Maybe I won't get rid of this. I'm Matt Murdock. I'm Daredevil. I'm Batman. Failure is an option. Is it possible to print a cap shield in one roll of filament? Yeah, probably. Drawn better. Armor Smith helps with that. 216 watching and only 130 likes. Like the stream. Hey, can you guys like the stream? That'd be really cool. 209 watching. Oh my God. Scaling does suck. Printed 7 Mandal helmets before I got it right. My recent Mandalorian helmet is pretty too big. Doggo wants the spotlight. Hello, Frank. So I'm brand new, Ender 5 Plus yesterday, so it's alright. I hear it clicking occasionally. It doesn't sound like it's coming through the extruder. And no, if it's not coming from the extruder, I have no idea. That's a new one. God, don't fall. Did I lock these? That'd be cool. I didn't. That could have been catastrophic. You're gonna mess some stuff up. This is an old forearm for my Mark 85. That's too small. It kind of fits. It kind of fits, and it might work. It's too small. It was printed at 85%. 80% maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. Who cares? How do you combat scaling? How do you figure out how to size all this stuff together? One amazing program is a program called Armor Smith by the Armored Garage. I forget what it is. If one of my mods wants to drop a link for Armor Smith in the chat, that'd be really cool. Armor Smith lets you measure your entire body and like your head height, width, circumference, neck, torso length, width, abs, everything. You slowly measure everything, and it designs a 3D avatar for you based on those measurements, and then you can drag and drop armor files into the program and then rescale them. And you can scale them uniformly. Now, when I say scale uniformly, what I mean is you scale the X, Y, and Z all together. You take, God, do I have anything? Oh, perfect example right here. Oh, boo. I thought I grabbed the other part. Whatever. Yeah, I guess it works. I'm trying to reprint the legs on my Mark 85. I want them to fit better, and I want to be able to walk better. These are shins to my Mark 85. The ones on the suit right now are at 100% scale. This is 90% scale. This is 80% scale. That's it. X, Y, and Z were all changed at the exact same percentage. So everything shrank perfectly together. You have to be careful when scaling uniformly or ununiformly though. For example, you know what? Let's do this. You'll work. Yeah, you'll work. Cool. Let's unplug this so I'm just not washing it around the whole time. Iron Man helmet. This is in 3 parts. The mask, the jaw, and the dome. Now, I want to scale this helmet to fit me. Fun fact, this helmet is scaled down to 94%. That's why it fits me like an absolute glove. I went through the process of scaling this. See how nice that fits? That is a good looking Iron Man helmet. Fits like a glove. But I printed it in 3 different pieces. Now, while I was going through scaling, I scaled the faceplate down to 94%. If I had not scaled the jaw down to that same percentage, this would have never fit. The helmet wouldn't have lined up. So when you're printing things that have to lock together, you need to keep that in mind. Now I could have printed this all at 120%, at 50%, as long as it all went together. So you need to keep that in mind. But what about ununiformly? And also, let me also comment, if you're printing something like a suit, look at what parts go together. The chest, the abs, the cod piece, the back, all lock together in different ways. So in that case, you need to scale everything together. Now, in a program like ArmorSmith, you can drop all of those parts in at the same time, group them all, and then scale them down. It gets kind of complicated, but once you start to learn a program, it'll make a lot more sense. What are these? Oh, don't worry. I'll feed you. These are thighs to my Mark 85. These are scaled ununiformly. And what I mean by that is this, look how small this, whoops. Look how small this thing is compared to this one. This one's tiny, this is a tiny boy. This was scaled down height-wise. Let me put this here. So I shrank the height, the entire height. If this is Z, up and down is Z, right? In this instance. This is Z. I scaled it down to 75%. But X and Y, the circle basically, I scaled that down to 85%. This was ununiformly scaled because I was hoping it would fit my leg better. I can't even get my leg through this thing. I printed this to only work on scaling. This is a 0% infill. This whole thigh took 8 hours. Each part took 8 hours. Low quality print, cruddy PLA, 0% infill. I only printed this to scale. This one was printed at 90%. 90% Z, 100% X and Y. So this is the same width, the same circumference as the one on my suit, except now it's just shorter. So this is how you can adjust scaling to help you fit. Now obviously this is a massive waste of PLA, but I have a lot of filament now. And again, this took about half a roll total, and this was about a 10-hour print on my Ender 5 Plus each part. And again, 0% infill, it's just for scaling. I'll probably do something funny with these, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Scaling is a nightmare. The best advice I have for you in my experience, you're gonna probably print a few helmets that don't fit you quite right. Once you find a helmet that fits you like butter, I mean perfectly. For me, it is this helmet right here. You guys saw how well this fit me. This helmet fits me perfectly at 94%. It is like it was made for my skull. Wait, this helmet fits me, so why can't I go into the program, scale this down to 94%, take another helmet, put it next to it, and put them in, because in the 3D space you can make things go in and out of each other, right? It doesn't matter, it's not physical matter. Scale them based off of the helmet you know fits you. This is how I scale most of my helmets now. The reason that Nova helmet didn't fit me is because I'm stupid and I didn't do that. I know that the V4 Akira Yuming Mark 85 helmet at 94% scale fits me perfect. So I will drop that file into Cura and scale uniformly other helmets to fit me better. This one still came out a little big, but definitely not too bad. I got pretty close. I like it. The other thing you can do is called a test ring. And we'll do this. This is Akira Yuming's Mando helmet. Yeah, he made a Mando helmet. Isn't that cool? You don't want to risk printing. This is a very simple helmet. If my head fits through the bottom, it's going to fit me, right? It's not like an Iron Man helmet where it wraps around your head and your neck and all that. This is a bowl. This is a cylinder. If the bottom fits over my head, theoretically, it should all fit, right? So what you can do is you can go into Cura, take the helmet, put it on the build plate, and this will make sense once you watch some of my tutorials, especially how to 3D print Video 3 takes you all through Cura. So what you do is you drop the print through the bed, or start the print. Just start it. Right there, boom. The first ring is starting to print. Once it gets up a couple layers, stop the print. Just kill it. Turn the printer off. Done. What that will leave you with is a ring, a sliced part of the helmet. Take that off the bed and put it on your head. Oh, it fits. Oh, it's too big. Oh, it's too small. Scale the helmet up. Rinse and repeat until you know that ring fits over your head. Take a part of that forearm and see. Let's see. If I do that same thing with the wrist right here and I can't get my hand through that ring, I know that the forearm is going to be too small. So you can think pragmatically like that. All right, let me just slice out a little ring right here, a tiny bracelet size of this forearm, and try to get my hand through it. And if it doesn't fit, you know you have to scale the arm up, or it's going to be really tight. Test rings can save you so much time, and you can also, there's ways to cut the file and make them just for printing. So I am working on a newer scaling video because my old one just doesn't cover enough details that I wish it would. So I'm going to be updating that, and I'm going to be talking about all of this stuff and giving you examples and showing you how to use ArmorSmith a little bit. It's not going to be an ArmorSmith tutorial, but like what it offers and the benefits, how to use test rings, how to blind fire helmets like I do most of the time. So hopefully that's a good video. Did you break? No, we're good. We're going to put you back here because I got to talk about you in a minute. And then you can come over here. Boop, boop. Oh no, I can't get it. There was a file in my closet. I know, it's just so exciting. There was a file in my closet. Has this been moving the whole time? Oh my god. Why didn't anybody tell me? What the heck? Alright. I'm gonna hit up some questions, guys. We're gonna do a little bit of questions. Open. Pinterest. Why is Pinterest open? Weird. Get out of streamer mode. Thank you. Cool. All right, dude, you're awesome. Your tips on Instagram, Patreon. Oh wow, I am very behind on the chat. I'm over here. Hey, you're amazing. No, you're amazing. Jacob, Are those the inner thighs too? Yes, they are. PLA didn't stick. Hey everyone, sorry I'm late. Should I have my printer on the table or is having it on a hardwood floor fine? Hardwood floor is fine. As long as it's not on a table that's like shaking, you're fine. Let's talk about filament. What's the best filament to use? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's see. We have Monoprice, we have Geetek, we have Arione, we have Overture, we have Creality's filament. Look at that. That's the Ender filament. We have eSun. We have Creality's new filament, high performance filament. They sent me 3 rolls to test out. I should probably do that soon. We have Filament. We have what are you? Zero filament. And we have Amazon Basics. This was like $10. I really wish I could get my closet open. I can't. I literally can't. There's no way. There's a way. We're gonna try? We're gonna try. we're good. No one died. Can I do it? There's something I want to get out of it, and I need to. I can't need to. No. Watch me fumble. Oh, almost. I can touch it. Oh, I got it. I can't get it out the door. Oh, God. Yes. Can't show you what it is, though. Now we're going to take you. It's just a mess. We're going to put you back there. We're just going to, this is what we're talking about, right? We're just going to be talking about filaments. Filament. I'm trying to unlock, come on. I got to take this passcode off this iPad. It's annoying. You're amazing. Great for throwaway prints. So, what's the best filament? This Dr. Fate helmet right here was printed in filament. This is like $40, $45 a roll. Kind of bougie. Came out really good. It's a matte PLA. Like, it's a good print. I like this. Didn't really do it. I didn't do a cal cube or testing. I just kind of threw it on my Ender 5 and called it a day. This is the crown or skull of Surtur from Thor Ragnarok. The horns are in the closet. I couldn't get them. This was printed in Amazon Basics PLA. About $10 a roll. And it's like a translucent too, which I didn't know. You guys can't see it. But this came out really cool. In terms of cosplay and prop making and the fact that both of these are going to be sanded, painted, primed, finished, all of that stuff, they printed exactly the same. Like, I could get 10 rolls of this for 1 roll of this. And they printed the same. Because my printers are capable of doing the quality that I require of them. You can spend money on filament. That's totally up to you. If I wasn't painting this, I might be like, all right, okay, it kind of did print a little bit nicer than this, but it's still printed. And once I sand and prime these, they're going to look exactly the same. Obviously not, it's Dr. Fate and Surtur. But anyway, they're going to look the same. Find a filament that works for you, and if it's a cheap filament, use it. That's it. I've been testing a bunch of different brands lately. God, what is this? This is Overture or Creality. This is Overture. This is Zero. That's Monoprice. I've been testing a lot of different filaments lately for a special filament review video that some of you guys know about. I'm testing like 15 different brands. And a lot of them print the same. I had issues with 1 or 2, and it's going to actually be a little surprising on which ones they are. But go on Amazon, type in 3D printer filament, read reviews, see what people are buying. My personal picks, what I like to use, because to me it prints the nicest. Sunlu, Monoprice, Overture, and eSun all print beautifully for me because I have the temperatures figured out. If I took the time to really dial in this Amazon Basics, I could probably get this looking even nicer. If I took the time to really, you need to learn what filament you're using and what temperatures that it likes and requires. That's going to be crucial to this hobby. Just because you saw me print in this Amazon Basics 215, I didn't sneeze, you sneezed. This was printed on my CR10 Max, actually. I got the roll of Amazon Basics, loaded up a file that used almost exactly 1 kilogram of PLA, and I printed the whole thing. There's only about 30 kilograms left, or 30 grams of filament left in this, because this whole skull and the horns took almost a full roll. And this is the one off Thingiverse, by the way. I scaled it up 300%. It's kind of small if you don't do that. Find a filament you like, test it out, dial it in. And if it's not working for you,
jump ship, try another one. I know people who use Sunlu who hate it. They can't get it to work properly. I love Sunlu. Most of my props are Sunlu. My suit's Sunlu. So it's there's not much to say about filament. It's about learning the specific filament you got. They will all operate a little bit differently, but in the end, you can get them all to print pretty much the same way. I got this zero filament to print pretty nicely. And somebody laughed at me when I said zero, and I'm like, it worked. If I sand this, I can get this helmet to look exactly like my other Nova helmet. I just printed it in gold because it looks kind of cool. Like, as far as like, if this was like a Halloween costume, like, you'd be like, oh, look, it's Nova, you know? Came out pretty good. And it's cheap. And, might I say, in this box of Filament, it came with a bag, not even a resealable bag, the spool, and a little silica packet. And the box is already kind of falling apart on me. This cheap $14, $13 box of zero filament off of Amazon came with the filament, an extra resealable bag, cleaner filament, and a note card to take notes on how much filament you have remaining. And I believe it also came with a ruler that I don't know what happened to it. So the cheaper brand comes with more stuff. Don't even get me started on Overture. Overture includes a resealable bag, a ruler, and an extra build plate. A sticky build tack plate in every single one of their boxes. And they give you a sticker. I'm a sucker for stickers. You wanna way to my heart? Give me a sticker. I'm taken, so I mean we go on a lunch or something. We go hang out, like a friend's date, but that's about it. Sorry. Yeah. Filament. That's it. Oh, also, this Creality filament printed beautifully. That's what the Red Hood helmet was in. This. Somebody made the joke. It's like this filament was made for Creality printers. I kind of get it. It printed wonderfully, and it's pretty strong too. Actually, yeah. It's pretty strong. So let's hit some questions for like the next 5 or 10 minutes, and let's see what everybody's saying. Love the Dr. Fate. Heard good things about Sunlu PLA Plus, but I've had some issues with it personally. What's the temperature you're using? I print Sunlu PLA Plus 215. You ready? Are you guys ready for this? You aren't going to believe this. All of these filaments, all of these helmets, the Overture, the Sunlu, the Monoprice, all of them are all printed at 215.65. Even the standard PLA, my normal PLA, I'm printing at 215. And they all come out pretty good. I don't do cal cubes or temp towers for filament. I don't. You should. I don't. And it's worked out pretty good so far. So, yeah. Also hold up just as good as the premium stuff. The spools aren't great, but it works. Best flexible filament. Haven't used any filament that comes with printers. Always sucks. Yes, it does. What temperature should I try on eSun? 215. Bless you. I ran out of filament because I'm more resorted to digging out of filament canes. Creality. Do you for me? Okay. Saying they all print the same, but they're printing the same with the same G code, or do you have to change the settings between Amazon Basics and other brands? Let's say. I just answered that. You remind me so much of Peter Parker. I get that. I understand that. Yeah. Okay. Difference between PLA Plus, and ABS. PLA is a lower thermal deflection and temperature. PLA Plus is a little bit stronger. Usually, PLA ranges between 180 to 200. PLA Plus can be anywhere between 200 to 235. ABS is like 290. ABS is much stronger, but it's a little trickier to print with. I got really good results from the nasty PLA that came with my 95 Plus. You're the best, keep it up. Debating on starting a 3D printing YouTube channel, should I do it or not? Yes! Sauce Boss, do it. If you like 3D printing, you want to share it, do it. Why not? What's stopping you? You're stopping you. Don't stop you. Don't be in your own way. Make the channel. What spray paint would you recommend for the Iron Man suit? The last thing we're going to talk about is extras, painting, all that stuff. That's going to be the final segment of this entire live stream, so. Go check your front door. No. Okay. I'm checking my front door. I have Ring. Sponsor me. I see my cars. Yep. Yeah, that's a creepy thing to say. You shouldn't say stuff like that. Creepypasta. Yeah, I have security cameras. Anyway, moving on. I'm a 20... I appreciate all your advice videos, remote control videos. Right? Wait, Vince Diesel, wait till you see what I do with that remote control. It's no longer in the helmet. It's somewhere else. It's actually right there in a bunch of electronics. You'll see. Yeah, I'm excited. What'd I kick? Okay. 65 on all? Yeah, 65. 65 seems to be my magic number on all my printers. So do prints stop automatically if they run out of filament on a CR10? A standard CR10, no. A CR10S, yes. It'll have a filament runout sensor. Look for that feature on the printers you're looking at. What are the pros and cons of a 0.4 millimeter? Oh yeah, what I didn't talk about real quick. Nozzle sizes. Bigger printer can handle bigger nozzle. I could put a 0.6 millimeter nozzle on my Ender 3. A bigger nozzle lets more plastic flow out. The nozzle diameter, which is going to give you a wider wall. Not a taller print. You can make it a taller nozzle, a taller wall, layer line. That's the word. Aha, words are hard. A bigger nozzle lets you print faster and denser. Some of my prints are printed with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. My Max still has a 0.4 on it. I might put the 0.8 on it. I don't know. A 0.4 millimeter nozzle, less plastic comes out. It has to it doesn't print slower, but the print comes out slower. I hope that makes sense. The printing speed's the same, but you have to do more layers, so the print's going to take a little bit longer. I like 0.6 millimeter nozzles. Whole suit was basically a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. This jaw blade, though, because of the detail on it, this was printed almost exclusively on my CR10 Max. There's a lot of detail on this thing, so the 0.4 millimeter nozzle really helped out. I will say, though, I have never noticed a quality drop. It depends on your layer lines. If you have a super tiny miniature or figure, you're going to notice a nozzle different size. Nozzle size is going to make a difference on that print. But helmets and bigger stuff I'm printing, I never really notice a difference. I can use a 0.6 millimeter nozzle on a standard quality, which is like, I believe, a 0.24 or 0.28 millimeter layer height for that nozzle, and it still comes out. This was on my Ender 5 Plus with a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. It came out fine. Experiment with one. Get a nozzle. Get a 0.6 millimeter nozzle, or go into Cura and slice it. You can zoom in. A lot of people don't do this. When you go to preview, you can zoom in onto the details. It's going to show you what that looks like. Like, zoom in on the details in preview. It's going to show you the thickness of the layer lines. It's not just giving you some weird render. That render is literally how the print is going to look. So try it. Get like a really, really small print, or take a helmet and scale it down really small so all the details like really tiny, like that big. Slice it with a big layer height, draft quality. Go to preview and zoom in. You'll see just how much detail you lose, or you don't, depending on it. Preview isn't just like, oh, this is what it's going to kind of look like. It's literally showing you the height of the layers. Fun facts. How much total was the Iron Man suit? The Iron Man suit cost me about $700 to make, total, everything. How long did it take you to make the Captain America shield? I have no idea. How long did the Iron Man suit take in prints? The suit took about 70 something prints total. 0.4 is more precise and slower. Print 0.6 thicker line, a bit faster. Most people use 0.4, so I need to find build a slicer profile. Cura has profiles for bigger nozzles. You just literally need to click the nozzle size in the top, and it'll change it for you. But what is your favorite superhero? You're right. That is a dumb question. Does matte or glossy matte matter for filament? No. If you're not going to paint it, yeah, it does matter. This is obviously way glossier than this. But if you're going to paint it, doesn't make a difference at all. Whatever. Whatever's cheaper. I use Amaze 3D and D-Tech. How do you like? I love Overture. Overture sent me like $200 worth of filament to test out, and it's beautiful. It prints wonderful. Like, yeah, I like Overture. Can you link me to the starter printer you got? No, somebody can link you, or you can search it. Creality Ender 3. There's actually a link. There should be a link down below for it. How many rolls did I use for the Iron Man suit? This suit took about 15 rolls. And let me point out the other thing that I totally forgot about. Oh no, it's coming out the bottom. I'm gonna need to vacuum. Ah. Waste. This is all waste. Supports, rafts, all of it. Even a couple failed prints. This is all the support material that my Iron Man suit took. This is about 2 kilograms of PLA. In just support material. You're gonna go through some waste, especially if you're doing stuff like this. Hey, Belgium, I'm almost done, sweetie, and then we can go outside. Oh, that went everywhere. We're good. Anyway, you're gonna burn material. You're gonna use support material when you're trying to enter this hobby, and that's just something you're gonna have to cope with. There are ways to reuse and recycle it. They're very expensive. Most people don't do it. Just recycle it properly, like actually like put it in recycling, and don't add to the landfills, please. Hi Fergo, I'd like to make Assassin's Creed stuff. I was sworn you said you were in the UK. I am in the UK. How many props do you normally get out of a spool? I can usually get 1 to 2 helmets per roll. I have never used more than 1 roll on a helmet. This was about a 700 gram print. Like this whole giant, huge Dr. Fate helmet didn't even use a full roll. I can get 2 Mark 85 helmets out of 1 roll. I am very good at support placement. You'll learn. But if you use a whole roll for 1 helmet, if you print your first Mando helmet and you use a full roll, okay, cool. That's it. You're learning. It's new. Don't feel bad. Don't let anybody shame you about it either. If people are trying to genuinely give you help, hey man, why don't you check out these settings? Hey, try this. Watch this video. Maybe you could adjust this. They're only trying to help if they're actually only trying to help. If they're just being snarky, like, oh my god, why that's taking so long. Mine didn't take that long. Well, then tell me why. What did you do? Teach me, So some people just like to brag and not give any help. Or they'll be like, oh, my Mando helmet took 20 hours, blah, blah, blah. It's, why? Like, that's awesome. Why? Teach me, please. So, whoa, what's a... Doge, I'm gonna kick you out of my Patreon because you keep donating. Thank you. Thanks, dude. What's cooking for... You didn't even ask a question. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. When am I moving to the USA? End of May, beginning of June. Let's say June 1st. I'm not going to give you the exact dates. I'm just not doing that. June 1st, I will be back in America. This is all getting packed up. You guys can't see it right now, but all my shelves of my Gundam models, they're gone. I recorded it too. I have video. I'm posting a video tomorrow or Tuesday, kicking off the video series, moving across the world, because I'm moving across the entire Atlantic, and it might as well be the other side of the world. So it's gonna be a cool series. Last thing I want to talk about, extras, electronics, before we get too derailed. Doge, appreciate it, dude. It's a valid question. What's cooking? I'm excited, man. I'm living my best life. Today was a good day. I did a lot of cleaning, cleaned out the garage. And if you're in the UK and you live in the Suffolk area, Suffolk area, hit me up if you're interested in buying like spray paints and tools, and I got a lot of UK stuff to sell before I move back. So yeah, let me know. I'm not shipping anything. Yes, there will be a completely regular upload stream. I'm in the process of recording a bunch of videos to upload and backlog. I will still be posting a video like once every week, maybe 2, and we're going to be doing different live streams. They're probably going to be from my phone, but they'll be pretty fun to do. So no, nothing's really going to change, but we're going to have a new workspace. I bought a house. Cool. Anyway, that's for another video. Electronics. Let's see. What do we got? Amazon is your best friend. Pause the questions, please. Oh, God. I see hearts. You're my hero. I love your videos. I love you. We want to know what's cooking. I don't know. Can you showcase the Red Hood helmet? Vince, you said that. I have a build video. I have a whole tutorial on the Red Hood. Cool. What are you going to need once you have the Iron Man helmet, once you have the Samus helmet, once you have the Iron Man suit, the Master Chief suit, the Halo suit, Vegeta, you fell over, you son of a... Anyway, What are you going to need? You're going to need extras. Buckles. Little buckles. These are amazing. You get packs of like 100 of these on Amazon. Just plastic buckle, parachute buckle. Super cheap. Nylon straps. These are harder straps. And then you can get elastic bands. These are little guys. I cut them. Elastic bands. You can get metal chains. I don't know what you use it for. That's cool. That's totally up to you. I don't know. Velcro is your best friend. Oh my God, is Velcro amazing. Who donated? I see that. Who did that? Who are you? You're derailing me. Who's that? Who's that? Oh my God, autocorrect. Josh Crew, thanks for getting me into this hobby. I love it. I filled in the it. I don't think you said I love you. I love it. That's all. Suffolk. I love you. Yeah, I love you too. Hot glue, a soldering iron. I have tutorials on showing you how to fuse big props together. That's good. It helps. Helps with larger stuff. Wood filler. You're gonna build up. Let me say it this way, okay? You print your first Red Hood helmet, okay? Now you have the Red Hood helmet. What do you want to do next? Oh, I want to paint this. All right, cool. Get sandpaper. Buy some sandpaper. Now you have sandpaper added to your arsenal. All right, I'm gonna need primer. Go buy some primer. Buy a couple different types of primer. Test some things out. All right, now you need paint. You buy some paint. Oh, I got to attach the back. All right, well, what can I use? Oh, he said in that video, elastic and buckles and magnets. Let me buy some of those. Start testing things out. You're going to start building up a toolkit. You don't need to go in with everything already ordered. You don't. I have tools that I only used 1 or 2 times because I've never needed to do it again. I bought a bunch of chains right here for my Keyblade. I only had to use it once. I haven't needed it since. So just because you see other people buying a bunch of electronics and Arduinos and wires and LEDs and limiter switches and I have drawers full of stuff. My production is probably bigger than yours is or may ever be. I load up on stuff preemptively, but you're not going to be in as much of a rush as I am. You're not going to be doing as much stuff as I am. And if you are, please send me DMs because I want to see what you're making. This is awesome. You're going to load up as you start to go. And then you'll start to learn, oh, well, I just got done with my Red Hood helmet. You made this turn into this, and you're like, cool. Now I have a Red Hood helmet, right? It's done, it's painted. You probably have some paint left over. You probably have some elastic left over. You know, oh, all right, I did a Red Hood. I'm going to make an Iron Man helmet now. Now you kind of know what you're going to need. Oh, I'm going to need some more magnets. I'm going to need the LED eyes. I'm going to need more sandpaper. You're going to start ordering things preemptively while it's printing, while you're in the process of making that thing. So don't feel bad if, like, all you need to do, buy the printer. Buy the printer, get some filament, and start. That's really it. That's what you need to do to start the hobby. Make the commitment, do the research. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, what printer is going to be best for you? Are you on a tight budget? Get the small printer and work your way up. That's easy, very simple. Is that better? Oh, what a way to end it. Can you hear me? Boo, 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 boo. Do, testing. All right, it's back on. I see it. Just checking the chat. Haha. Are we good? Better? Okay. Can somebody tell me what was the last thing you coherently understood? Because that was a long tangent. Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, what was the last thing you guys heard? Let me know. Like, give me a full sentence of the last thing you understood. Ah. I saw it blowing up too. I just like ignored it. I'm sorry. Help? Help? Hey, dude. Waiting. Loud and clear. Voice out of sync. I can see. The stream's still going on. Buckles. And magnets. Yeah, true. I guess you guys still heard it. It just didn't make any sense. Chris creates prints. What is that? What'd you do? Thanks for all the help I've gotten from you via Instagram, YouTube, Discord. Love the video. Thanks, dude. Thank you. What a way to end. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cool. Lapin, if you can't, Lapin Blue, if you can't see, exit full screen or close out the stream and come back. Please don't spam about it. Alright, I won't go back over it. If you guys still heard it, that was weird that it just happened. Like nothing, whatever. OBS is weird. Anyway, yeah, don't feel bad that you don't have everything going in. A lot of talking. I should be a sales associate. Nathaniel, that'd be good, dude. Yeah, don't feel bad. Like, if you came across my channel and you're like, man, I want to build an Iron Man suit, I'm going to need electronics and paint and buckles and straps and Velcro and program. Yeah, don't worry about it. Start small. Get the printer, make a helmet, make a hand, make Mjolnir, make a little thing. Start out small. That's totally fine, and you will build your way up to it. And that gets you in the hobby. Don't overwhelm yourself unnecessarily. Keep the hobby enjoyable. Like, I'm still making stuff like this, and I still love it every day. I finished those Blades of Chaos, and I was just like, this is awesome. And that feeling is so cool. And then you'll constantly try to repeat it and one-up it. And it's fun. It's like, how can I do better? Like, you always want to kind of one-up yourself. I always try to make my next project the best one I've ever made, because you just learn more. So if you're going to jump into the hobby, if you're going to start learning how to 3D print and pertain it to props and make some type of cosplay suit, just do it. I don't know. Like Shia LaBeouf says, just do it. Like, you can really get into it. I know, Belle. I know. We're going to go outside and play. Jacob Sylvester with the 50. Hey, Frank, you're awesome. The sound was only gone for a few seconds. And Thomas Wetmore with the 20 US. I now own an Ender 3 and CR10S because of you. You rock. I got my printer last week. Is ready from. So, that's pretty much going to wrap this up, but I wanted to ask you guys something about the future real quick. So we're going to run a little bit past... No, we got 10 minutes. This is perfect. Thank you for the donations, guys. Jesus. Thank you. Yeah. So, as you guys, some of you know, I am moving back to America. I'm currently in England. Woohoo! And I'm moving back to the East Coast. And there will be... I have a house now. We're buying a house, which is really cool. Yeah, I want to have the best workspace possible. And if this sounds like a bad idea, tell me. I genuinely do not know, you know? A lot of you guys know I already have a Patreon, and the patrons help. They're my patrons are the clamp on the open artery on this channel. Like everything helps, but like the Patreon is like it. Like, thank you guys for all of the donations. I know I'm probably not as active on it as I should be. I'm working on it. You guys are getting a lot of stuff early now, which I'm really trying to dedicate to. Buzzard with the 20. How can you work in the U.S. Air Force but you live in England? I'm stationed over here. The military has bases all over the world. Thank you again for everything. You're awesome. Seriously, kick my butt into gear to get my suits done. Your upbeat personality really helps. So. You get into collecting comics by buying Action Comics. You don't get number one. Get in it with what you enjoy. I have to leave England. I have to. I have to. Maya, don't knock that cable out. Anyway, so we're going to be moving back to the U.S. This is all getting packed up. I'm going to have a whole new workshop. I'm going to have a garage. It has a second floor where a bunch of fun stuff. A new streaming room. Everything I've had to do here has always been I have known, period, I am leaving. They are the MVPs.
I know I'm done with the chat for now. Sorry, guys. Every 3-4 years when you're overseas, you move. I was in Japan for 4 years. I had to leave. I came here. This date, in May, June, with me leaving, has always been there. I shouldn't have painted this wall, but it looks really good. We can only be so grounded. I'm renting. This house is a rental. I can't build the house how I want. I can't modify the walls and make built-in shelves and drill into the walls a lot. Like, it's a rental, so I always need to be cognizant of that we are going to leave. I can't get grounded. Now I can. Now I can build a workshop how I want. It's my house. I can make a paint booth in the backyard. I can do stuff like this and really get better tools, all of this stuff. I was thinking, now please, again, if this is stupid, let me know. I was thinking about adding a new tier to my Patreon. I don't know what the price would be. $5, $10, maybe I'll add a bunch of tiers. Maybe I'll add 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever. And it's literally to help build the new workspace. And by donating to that, you get your name on the wall or somewhere in my workshop, a special contribution wall forever. Like, your name will be on there. And it'll be in frame in most videos. And definitely probably live streams or something like that. Just almost like a Kickstarter or GoFundMe to help me build up the workshop. Because not everybody wants to donate to a Patreon and, keep it live for, month after month after month. Or you donate to the Patreon for a month and then you just cancel the subscription. I have people do that all the time. You can literally leave saying, I only intended to give a certain amount of money. This is just to help me build up the new place because, as I said in that TikTok video, that a lot of you, thank you for helping me smoke past 60,000. We're almost at 80,000 subs, which, oh my God, thank you. Basically just like a Kickstarter, GoFundMe to help me build this new workspace and make better videos, increase my production. I want to get a print farm. I have a lot more contacts in the US. Bigger companies are starting to reach out to me to do collaborations and stuff. And it's really exciting. So if I can get a bigger workspace and maybe potentially entertain turning this into some type of full-time job, I would love to. So I would love to get there. And if it sounds like a dumb idea, I apologize. I will go hide and never upload another video and be embarrassed. So there's more to come on that. I'll probably talk to a lot of the people in the Discord about it and just toss some ideas around. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a founder. Wow, Chris, that's a good idea. Founders tier. Ooh, I like that idea. That sounds incredible, brother. I'm all for helping them. Name time to buy my weapon, Frank Smith. That's awesome and great him. Okay, so it sounds like you guys don't hate that idea. It'll just be sorting out, maybe if there's tiers, your names will go up in different colors. Like if your name's in bronze, it's like, you were like tier 1, 10, 15, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it sounds like you guys don't hate that idea. When I get my printer, I'm adding the videos to my YouTube. Oh, heck yeah. What kind of paint booth do you plan to make? A good one with ventilation. You'll see. I have an idea for a tiered paint booth. One space for priming, one space for painting, and I have such great ideas for this workspace. With tools, more workbenches, just I can't wait. Better power tools, belt sanders, and Dremels, and a professional spraying system. You'll see. And I've been saving up too, so I don't want you guys to think also I haven't been planning for this. I've been saving up a lot of money to do this too. I've known this is going to happen, so I've been saving up, trying to bank some money to make this a lot easier. And we're going to have one hell of a space, definitely for sure. And then hopefully in the middle of midsummer-ish, I want to open up an Etsy or at least a website I can sell things on. Etsy takes a little bit of a cut, so maybe I don't need that. People seem to use Etsy when they have trouble advertising or getting their name out there. I think I can safely and comfortably say my name is out there, so I don't need Etsy to push it for me. So maybe I'll just make a website that has like PayPal, and then we can do a shop. But I want to start selling raw prints and build kits and special builds and stuff so you guys can buy stuff. Yeah, so that's happening. That is happening regardless. Things that will be on the shop, like I said, helmet kits, raw printed kits. You can buy an Iron Man helmet kit with the lights. You can buy a Mando helmet. You can buy a Red Hood helmet. Maybe some Infinity Stone props. And I can also sell finished prints as I finish them. So we'll see. All future projects. But big things are happening, guys. Like, yeah, I made that play button at 10K. It's a 3D printed play button. It's kind of dorky. I like it, though. I think it was kind of cool. If we had, like, a silver play button soon, oh my god, that'd be cool. It'd be like, this happened. That's the thing I did, you know, and you guys helped me with it. So, could 3D print the names in different scales, pay more, and get your name easier to find. That's a good idea. What state am I moving to? I'm just going to say the East Coast. I'll say Southern East Coast. Okay? I think that's fair. So, that means Comic-Cons, once they open back up. KatsuCon, DragonCon, New York Comic-Con. I think there's one in Miami. I think there's one. Yeah, there's a bunch of Comic-Cons. I have free tickets to SDCC 2021, 2022 because of the thing I won. I get to go to that. WonderCon. I'm going to be doing some Comic-Con touring for sure. I cannot freaking wait. Oh my god. So yeah, Etsy takes their cut, but they add on top of your price. So if you make $75 from listing, Etsy adds their cut on top, so you get the expected amount. Oh, that's true. Yeah, but still, I could just make it that price and get all of it. So, that's just about going to do it for the stream, guys. I hope this stream made sense, and I think this one will have good rewatchability, aside from the gigantic snafu that was the audio in the beginning. Whatever. Yeah, so more to come. Well, like I said, I'm moving back to America, so I'm going to be doing a cool vlog series of just packing up my whole house. You guys, I'm moving. I can show you guys around the house now. I don't need to worry too much about security. Like, hey, this is what it looks like when the military shows up, or a moving company packs up your entire house, all of it, like beds, furniture, not the fridge and that's staying, but like all of this is getting packed up, put into containers, and shipped via boat across the water. So it's gonna be a pretty cool series. I've never seen anybody document it, and yeah, you'll be following me and Maya moving across the world. Actually, my wife is already back in the U.S. getting the house ready. So she's over there. I'm here finishing up packing and moving, and it'll be fun. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Nervous, a lot to do, so much to do, but we'll get through it. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the Discord after this. Give me like 15-20 minutes. Let's say like 20 minutes after the stream ends. I want to go make myself some food. I'm hungry. I've been talking for 2 hours. My throat hurts. But I'm gonna hang out in the Discord. We can just chat and BS and do a lot of fun stuff. So, oh, whoa, Scorpio, you the man, Frank, for the cause. Dude, thank you. Hello from Newfoundland, Canada. If you moved to VA, I am sorry. It's not Virginia, so I'll say that. Frank, if you haven't already, you should check out Cosplay Chris on YouTube for ideas on a paint booth. Oh, I will do that. What do you think? Vanilla Wombat, thank you for that question. The new A Day to Remember album, I will address that. I kind of got like weird teared up. I just found it on Spotify driving home from work one day, and it was Release Radar. I was listening to Release Radar on Spotify. Complete derailment. Sorry, I love A Day to Remember. And I was so excited to see that they had a new song, and then I was like, oh my god, there's a whole new album. And I just started listening. They hadn't released anything in a while, and I was having a really bad day, and it just like flipped me, and I think I listened to the album 2 or 3 times on repeat, and like I had like all the words memorized, and I was in my car just screaming the songs. Bloodsucker is a fun song to sing. Yeah. And Viva La Mexico. What? I don't know. Fun, yeah, good album. Very good album. What's You Dis? And on that note, we're going to end. New A Day to Remember. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, yeah, they have a new album out. It's great. I can't remember the name of the song after Bloodsucker, but it's the best one on the album, and I just don't remember the name. Yeah, so that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hit over 200 watchers live this time, which I don't think we've ever broken, so thank you so much for that. More videos coming out. The Blades of Chaos video, I'm going to release that really soon, because I want to show you guys how I made those. The Infinity Stone props, the Soul Stone, the Z-Sword, the Samus helmet. I keep saying the Samus helmet, even though it's been like months. I promise that one is coming out. A couple other quick projects I haven't shown you guys. The Zangetsu you guys have seen, and then we're going to start packing stuff up. So, yeah, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night or whatever time it might be for you. I don't know. I just work here. So then, I got burps. Sorry. Last Chance to Die. That song, so good, so freaking good. Yeah, go listen to this. Go listen to the album. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. You have a fantastic Sunday night, day, evening, afternoon, Monday morning. I don't know. And you guys have a great night. Thank you.